Hello everybody, it's Patrick and Trevor here, and we're about to give you a movie review.
Pat and I just got back from seeing the Kingsman, the Secret Service. Both of us went into it without having seen any trailers. I kind of knew Colin Firth was in it, and that it had a good director in Matthew Vaughn.
Got that hideous poster with Colin Firth on it and the dude with the goofy hat. Yes,
Yeah.
That's about as much as I knew about the movie going in.
We didn't really know what to expect. I kind of heard it was a spy movie, and yeah, that's kind of what it turned out to be. It was like a spy movie slash kind of Harry Potter slash
Snatch or Kill Bill for the adult kind of content. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Again, the movie was directed by Matthew Vaughn.
Right.
He's quite the
Up and coming, but not like now established director with.
He's only done like 4 or 5 movies or so. Like he did Kick-Ass, X-Men First Class.
Yeah, it was good.
He also did Stardust, which was good.
I haven't seen Stardust.
Oh, and coincidentally enough, he did Layer Cake, which was kind of Daniel Craig's breakout role, in which hilariously enough got him the role as James Bond.
Another spy movie. Yeah.
What was it? This movie, it was pretty impressive. I gotta say,
It's pretty good.
yeah, modern day spy movie, it was a lot of fun. Colin Firth, man, like,
He was a badass.
oh yeah,
He was a total badass in this movie.
Yeah.
Like more than you've ever seen him be before.
this is completely different from any other role he's ever had, and he's just out there kicking ass. It's crazy.
It's funny to think of the contrast between him in this movie, which you can see in the trailer, just smashing people all over the place with canes and cups and glasses in the face, versus the King's speeches.
Oh yeah, I
It's
know.
pretty funny.
Stutter, suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Movie also had Samuel L. Jackson playing the main villain there.
Fantastic to
Oh
watch.
yeah. He was quite the likable villain, I gotta say. Like he was a pleasure to have on the screen whenever he was there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
funny, and his motivations were.
Logical, based in science. Like it wasn't. I want to take over the world and establish a moon base. He was more like, hey, there's a problem and I think I can fix it with these evil solutions. But it was believable. You're kind of like, you know what? You have some good points there. Like your logic isn't flawed.
Yeah, and but he's still got the classic. Like he's got the mountain. Secret hideout, just like Dr. No, the very first James Bond movie. Again, the movie is almost like a love letter to the old school James Bond movies.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Michael Caine's also in it, along with Mark Strong, who also worked with Matthew Vaughn and
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Yeah, it was really good in that.
There was 2 new actors in there. Taron Egerton, I
Yeah.
believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry, I don't really know.
He's a newcomer. I don't know.
Yeah, he actually did a really good job as.
The kind of the main young character in there, other than Colin Firth, that kind of split the mainness. He's very, very good, actually. No, he carried the role well for kind of a newcomer, first timer. It's very impressive.
Yeah, handled the action sequences well, and and the other the female.
Sophie Cookson, I think. Yeah, she was also, I'd never seen her in anything before, and she was pretty not bad.
Yeah, she was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though, admittedly, if there's one thing that I wasn't super wild about in the film was her character. She was good. The acting was good, but her character went from being an incredibly strong female character to like I'm kind of like it was a little inconsistent.
Oh, I can see that. That's partially true. I would have liked to seen a little bit more with her beating the hell out of some bad guys or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, I still enjoyed her. But yeah, I think that maybe they could have wrote her in with a little bit more action in there or something.
Yeah. But that's got to be, for me at least, one of the only real weak points of the film. Is overall very, very, very entertaining. Especially like right from the beginning, training Harry Potter-esque scene.
Yeah, they go through like a kind of a secret agent kind of training school, and it is very kind of reminiscent of the Harry Potter series. It's a lot of fun. The action is just wild. I gotta say, like the choreography and the I just haven't really seen anything like it. Just
No.
how the camera flows around with the fight. It's very interesting.
Really, really entertaining. I would say, like, what I felt watching it is every time there's a hit or every time there's a horrible thing or a dodge or a knife splicing through somebody, you're kind of like, whoa, that was amazing. Like, way to one-up a thing. And then the very next, like, 1 second later, something happens and you're like, whoa, that was even better. It's just one up. Complete edge-of-your-seat action sequences like you've never seen. Very, very worth seeing for that alone.
Yeah, no. was another great thing about it was it kind of brought back all the classic spy gadgets.
Oh, gadgets are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. Like it was interesting. I heard an interview with Daniel Craig not too long ago.
Right.
And he said that the Austin Powers movies had kind of screwed over the current James Bond franchise because it kind of
The campiness and the gadgets and the way he is with women, he kind of like.
no commit. And the overtop bad guys, and they kind of sucked all that out of the James Bond franchise. Now my current James Bond franchise is very serious and grounded,
yeah.
whereas this kind of brings about that whole kind of campiness, but does it so well.
It does it, yeah. It just flows so well. I think that for me, one of the most impressive things, other than of course those great action sequences, is the way they meld the classic old school kind of James Bond movie with the Harry Potter training, X-Men kind of sequences, with the kind of nuts adult action, horrible, gory, whatever, and they make all these three completely different kind of genres work as this one new kind of mush genre altogether. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah, the show does have a couple surprises, which was good stuff.
Yeah. Constantly kind of surprised and entertained, and you don't really know what kind of scenes or things are coming next. And that's kind of my favorite thing when you go into a movie, is when it isn't kind of formulaic and following a plan. Like right even out of the gate, the opening sequence has these letters bouncing around, and you're kind of like, what the heck movie am I about to watch here? What's going on? And it just kind of defies genres in a way.
I was pretty happy during the intro. They had the Dire Straits playing Money for Nothing. I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. But then the weird bouncing numbers were kind of like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. Like, what am I about to have gotten myself into here?
But it was fantastic.
No, it was really, really good.
Personally, I would highly recommend seeing this movie in theaters. The action sequences alone are really well served on the big screen. And I think it would be something that you'd want to see on the large screen compared to waiting to see it at home or something.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
And I liked, personally, one of my major reasons to go to the theater. I think nowadays with 16-inch TVs and Blu-ray, we don't really need to go to the theater all that much for the action. I mean, by and large, it has to be something really, really impressive, like Matrix-esque, to really make me want to go to the theaters for it. But something I still go to the theaters for is laughing with large groups of people, because the contagiousness of laughter is made better, and the humor in this movie is so damn good.
Yeah, it's really spot on. It literally kind of just like nails the mark, and like it's hilarious, and everybody in the theater's laughing, and you just can't help but join in.
Yeah, so a reluctant theater goer myself, I would recommend seeing it as well. Totally. I like to give my movies generally an out of 10 scale, and I'd put this one somewhere between 8.5 and 9. It was really, really hit the mark, and was very entertaining throughout, and it was exactly, I think, what it was trying to be.
Yeah, like kind of a modern day. I would agree with your rating, but yeah, like a modern take on like the classic James Bond movies, along with a couple other things kind of mixed in there.
Yeah,
like really well done.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's our review. Trevor
And Patrick, and if you like this, let us know. Maybe we'll do some more.
Have a good one.